Welcome, guys, to a new video after a really long time. It's been what, 3 months? I've not made a video here, but the current situation is Chelsea has compelled me to come back and speak some trash. Yeah, at this moment, it's all trash at Stamford Bridge, and it has to be told. So yeah, I gonna give my 2 cents over here about the whole situation that we are going in. I'm gonna start with the owners first. I mean, we have some great owners. Let's be fact. They have come in, spent a lot of money, and they've done a good job, except a couple of bad decisions. A bad decision is what I think. They have great owners in the American sports, and they have a lot of experience in American sports. But this is not American sport. It's European football, and in this football, you need to make some right decisions. They were, I think, the Chelsea owners were scammed to go for Graham Potter. Even our captain, leader, legend John Terry had a wonderful tweet around that time when Tuchel was losing all his matches, and he tweeted about Potter. So a lot of people influenced them, I'm pretty sure, at the back end, to go for someone like Graham Potter. And Potter at that moment looked a good deal. Obviously, none of us can talk about the future, what future is going to lie ahead. So right now the situation is really bad. And a rookie mistake is what I'm going to say. They are experienced owners in American sports, but they've made a rookie mistake in European football. And they went for a manager who's not done great with a big club. Now, Chelsea is a big club. Let's get it. We are not this Chelsea of the 70s or the 80s. Right? We are a big club at this moment. For the last 20 odd years, we have been a big club. We have been a club that people talk about when they talk about English football. They talk about the Manchester clubs. They talk about Liverpool. They talk about Chelsea. Right. Before they talk about Spurs or Arsenal, they always talk about the club in London is Chelsea. As simple as that. Now, keeping that in mind, if you look at what Chelsea has done over the last 15, 20 years, we always had big managers, with the exception of Villas-Boas, who did pretty well in his in Portuguese league, but he couldn't do it. He got sacked. Obviously, we got a big manager like Scolari who couldn't do it. He got sacked. But we normally had big managers, at least had something in their CV. Graham Potter doesn't belong to that group. Even Frank Lampard didn't belong to that group, but that Frank did pretty well, finishing in the top 4 in a season where we had that, the ban. But Graham Potter doesn't have a great CV. He's doing well. He did well with Brighton. At Brighton standards, that Brighton is, they have overachieved. A club like Brighton finishing 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th is a very good thing for them. That's not good enough for Chelsea, right? And so, going for Graham Potter, being English, I know a lot of English journalists and a lot of English Chelsea fans would love to see somebody English to be their main, like many of them say Mason Mount is the man. But that's not always in reality is the truth, right? So here as well, I feel that he made a mistake in getting Graham Potter. We at Chelsea need a manager who is tested and has done well at a level like Luis Enrique, or someone like Zinedine Zidane, big, managers. When they get into the dressing room, these big ego players will, they know who Zinedine Zidane is. Who is this guy? Everybody knows him. So they're going to give him that respect, at least, even if it's for just 2 seasons. He's going to get a lot of respect. He's going to get a lot of people talking. And then there's someone like Tuchel, who's not going to come back, I'm pretty sure. I know that. But somebody like Tuchel, who has that, the coaching ability to get the best out of players. So even when there are players like J5 and Rudiger and Mason Mount and Kai Havertz not playing that well, he got the best out of them, and we won the Champions League. You get the best out of players. That's a different level of coaching. And then you have coaches like Zidane who are very good, might not be at the level of Tuchel, but can sincerely get that attention of yours because that's a Zidane. That's a Luis Enrique. He can get your attention. So in a club like Chelsea, you cannot go for a fairy tale thinking that we'll go for a young upcoming manager. And I'm not saying anything against Potter at this moment, at least, that when he was in Brighton, 6 months ago, when we were looking at Graham Potter, he was actually a very young, promising English manager. And who would have known that this would have happened to him, or that happened to us? And so, Graham Potter, at that moment, 6 months ago, looked a very promising guy, but he is still not a big trophy winning manager. So, at Chelsea, we cannot go for that fairy tale thinking, we're going to bring a new guy, completely unknown. He's going to be like what Sir Alex Ferguson did in Manchester United in the early 90s. I mean, he was not very well known at that time. He could have got sacked, and then he turned around Manchester United. We know what he did with United. So that fairy tale ending is there in many people's minds. Maybe it's certainly in my mind, and we thought that maybe he will do something similar, and we will have that amazing Chelsea team. But that's not going to happen in today's world. And it shows right in our face that we are in the midst of a relegation battle. We are not there yet, but if we lose to Leeds United, we lose a couple of more matches, we are going to be there. We have the players who can actually get you sexy football, but we are playing the most horrendous, boring football that is. Ever under Claudio Ranieri, ever under many other managers, Rafa Benitez, we did not play this boring football like we are playing right now. And 6 goals that we have, that's all we have scored. In that time, Manchester United scored 50 goals. Graham Potter has been really bad. He has lost confidence because things are not working for him. He started off well, the Champions League, 3-1, 3 back-to-back matches. But things have not really gone well. The players look disinterested. Mason Mount, whatever the reasons are, maybe a new contract, he's not getting what he wants. He doesn't look like the player that he used to be 2 years ago. Kai Havertz looks completely gone. And the rest of the players, whoever has come in, the new players who has come in, they also look off color. So the dressing room is completely a mess. We need a big guy coming in. We need Potter gone as quick as possible. That's if our American owners, Todd Bowley, if he's watching, if he gets the sense that it's about time. We got Dortmund, we can still beat them if we get somebody new. We got 10 days to Dortmund? And we got maybe 10 days, maybe even lesser than 10 days. I mean, a week to Dortmund. And we got 3-4 days to Leeds. We can get something done. Going to Leeds, I don't see we are going to win that match. Draw maybe if you're lucky. And at this moment, the confidence is so low at Chelsea. We need to make sure that Potter is gone. It's for his own good. I understand the 50 million, 60 million that he needs to be paid, and that's the rookie mistake I'm talking about. What the American owners did, they shouldn't have got a big contract for Potter. And I've said they got scammed. Whoever did this to them, they scammed the American owners. They completely scammed them to give Potter a long, big contract, a contract which is gonna make him rich. And now Potter knows he doesn't have pressure. If he gets sacked, he gets decent amount of money. Even if he gets half of that money of 50 million, 25 million, that's a lot of money as well. And he can chill for a few months, and then he can go back to a club like Brighton and get on with his life. Obviously this will be a big scar, like a scar of what has happened to Frank as well, getting sacked at Everton as well. So we just know for a fact Chelsea needs big leaders. Chelsea needs big managers. We cannot tinker just thinking that Arsenal has done it. We cannot do thinking that we give someone to trust the process. We need to make sure that we go for a big manager. I hope that Bowley goes ahead and sacks this guy and brings on somebody who can completely change. And we really need that change. I mean, even the most die-hard Chelsea fans who think that they trust the process, even they also will, at some way will think it's time for Potter to go. So yeah, this is my 2 cents for at this moment. I'm going to talk more about Jorginho. I should have made that video before. I did not get time. So that video is going to come up next. Jorginho leaving Chelsea. So see you guys. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Potter situation right now. And let it coming in the comment section. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.